Hello, everybody, and welcome back to False Prophets. I'm Phil Risden.
I'm Manny Perez.
And we are here. I know it's been a while. I feel like you haven't seen this guy in a minute. Right?
Like 2 weeks?
Right? They haven't seen you in 2 weeks. They haven't seen this room in a fucking month. Right?
Yeah,
some shit like that. You know, I had Coach Dills in here, so we did that. But it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild, couple weeks. All right, I had to sublet my room, which is why it looked so weird last time.
Yeah.
If you're wondering, like, hey, why do you have like women's undergarments and like a weird blanket with like children,
a doll's head
drawn on it, and like a doll's head and an inverted cross? Because I let a white person rent out my room. And that was the biggest mistake in my world.
Weirdest shit ever. Y'all should have seen it. I was confused. Like I walked in the room just to get like the mics.
Yeah.
When we were recording outside, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" Like it just seemed like
it was like a goth chick's fucking fever dream.
I thought it was like some Satanist church up in this shit. Like, okay,
I think slightly, maybe.
Yeah, like,
I think maybe
I should leave.
That was my thing. I'm like, I might sublet my room again. Never to another white person. I'm done. As minorities, it's like we should have learned from colonialism. It's like you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile.
They're gonna take a mile. Yep. Yep.
I tell the guy, come in. You'll have my spot for a month and a half. Whatever. I cleaned it. I set it up for you. Man. I come back just to grab one little thing, and I see everything changed.
Different. This was not your room. This was not your room.
It was not my room.
And the rug isn't back, people.
The rug is not back. He took the rug off.
Where's the fucking rug?
That's what I'm thinking. Let's keep describing more shit they can't see.
Oh, yeah.
The grandfather clock is gone. The rug. The advent calendar that I used during Christmas is, he ate all the candies.
All the candies.
I don't know what's happening.
Bunch of dildos was on the wall.
Yeah.
Thankfully, those were down.
Yes. There you go.
They started to smell weird.
Yeah, I don't know what he used them for, but who knows? But
salute, man, you're back.
Salute. Happy
We're
to
back.
Be back.
Salute, everybody. Beautiful.
How you
still got a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, we have a lot of shit to talk about.
But before that, how do you feel?
I'm feeling great. I'm back in my spot. So
comedy show was good over the weekend.
Comedy show was the festival I went to. It was a shit show. I was trying to be positive and be actually, what? No, that's a lie. It's completely fucking dog shit. Don't fucking do it. It's called the Portland Comedy Festival, and it was a complete mistake for me going. I have family up in Portland. To all the comedians in Portland who may or may not be listening to this, because who knows? We have a good viewership.
Yeah.
All right, we have some people around the country who listen. There could be a dude in a fucking cabin right now in the woods up in Portland, Maine, just like whittling. Just like slowly sharpening a stick, right, over one of those like wood burning stoves, and and he's listening, and he's like, "These fucking guys are talking shit about Portland, Maine, my home, my goddamn country, my goddamn country." Oh man,
city boys,
these goddamn city slingers,
man.
Coming down here. No, it's a great city. I had a tremendous time, like actually, like being there, like that was cool. Being in the city, having a little bit of a different vacation,
right,
and shit, which is very, very nice. But just the shows were just in complete disarray.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like half the shows I did were in bars where the people were not aware that a show was going to be happening.
That's not cool.
Okay, man. People, if you don't know, a window into the comedy world, we call these shows ambush shows. Okay, and these ambush shows that I did. We're still solid. The people there, even though they didn't know what was happening, they sat there, we did our thing. Some of the comics were good. Some of the comics weren't, it's whatever. The shows turned out good, but at the same time, I could have gotten that type of experience right here.
Yeah.
And not traveled 8 hours.
Yeah.
You ever do something where it's just like you hype it up in your head, you hype it up in your head. It's almost like Six Flags. Like when you're a kid, like you go, you dream, right? Your mom's telling you we're gonna go next week, right? And all the time you're telling all your friends, like, I'm going to Six Flags, all that shit, right? And then you get there and you're just in line for 2 hours,
and then you get on like 4 rides,
and it's done,
and that's it.
And your family's broke, so they don't want to buy anything out of the food courts. They get hungry, they want to leave.
You got to get the famous Dominican spaghetti pot. Yeah, you know what I mean? If you would have had that, like the Bronx Zoo, you would enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
But I get that because I usually, I remember even to like certain parties and shit like that. That like friends invited me to Pennsylvania and shit. Like, yo, this shit's gonna be popping, blah, blah, blah. This was like in my teen day, you know, like 18, 20s, early 20s and stuff like that. And then like we take the car ride all the way to like Philly, or not to Philly, but like Reading and shit. Or anywhere in PA. And you get there, and is it like an infestation of like 50 guys and like 10 chicks? But then those 10 chicks already knows everybody that's in the kitchen. So now you got like 40 dudes in the living room, just like with leaning against the wall, trying to look cool in the illest fit. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, what the fuck did I come out here for? I could have just stood home.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I'm getting hammered and everything, thinking that I'm going to like sleep over, trying to like bag me something.
I could have been at a sausage fest right here in Brooklyn, New York.
Bro.
You know, that's how I feel, man. I think that's all part of getting, all part of growing up.
Yeah.
You know? As you get older, you learn the main thing about it, being an adult, is being constantly disappointed by everything you have in your future.
Don't expect shit.
Don't expect.
Just expect that it's gonna like get fucked up.
Yeah. Expect it's gonna be terrible.
When you get there, you're like, well, this wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not horrible.
So go in with a frown on your face. You know, because this it's like that. Man.
Like the trip up to Maine takes about 8 hours. I told myself that it took 16. You know what I mean? So that when I got there at 8, I was like, I got here at half the time. You know, you got to have the glass half full.
What do you know? It's so fast.
Yeah.
It's electric buses. Oh my God.
They're so quick. Holy shit. It's wild.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. It was a fucking shit.
I'm glad you're back, man.
I'm glad I'm back too.
Yeah. You need to get like some sound bites in here.
I know, right?
That's what you would have heard right now.
So what's next on the agenda? Let's talk about some news, man.
Everybody. Okay. This is so fucking hilarious. You know, and we talked about this individual before, this famous queen, Lizzo. And we had a bunch of jokes about her and stuff like that. But the funniest thing is that comedian Ari Spears was on Vlad TV, I believe. Okay. And he just spoke about her, and he was like the person interviewing was like, hey, so what do you think about Lizzo? He's like, the chick that looks like the shit emoji? Like, I was like, God damn. And then he was just saying a bunch of things, and like the internet, like Twitter started like backlashing on him, like saying like, what the fuck, who do you think you are talking about Lizzo?
Well, that's the thing, that's the thing. Yeah, Ari Spears, he looks like shit. Yeah. If this was Ari Spears from like Mad TV, that's where he's a little thinner, he's doing all the impressions, he's cool, he's not nearly as bitter. People don't know he's as bitter. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cool. But bro, you're in her weight class. Yeah, and don't want to be like that.
And that's the first thing I thought about, because it's like, you're talking about her, which is cool. It's comedy. It's fun. It's whatever. Right? Yeah, you're going in. Yeah, it was a funny joke. No, what he said was real too, because he was like, you're saying, yeah, queen, you got all these bunch of women around her talking about, yeah, keep doing it, queen, blah, 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 because of her weight, everything is good, like, keep getting bigger type shit. Yeah. But then you gotta look at the reality that, like, and me being a husky dude, like, same thing, like, being chubby, like, comes with its consequences.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
Hope
if we're just being honest, yeah.
And I just still don't understand how she's a vegan and she's that big. Yeah, you know what I mean? And she's doing exercises and all this other stuff.
Bread isn't from animal products.
Yeah.
That's what people don't realize. I know a lot of fat vegans. I know a lot of fat vegetarians. Eating that way doesn't necessarily mean you're going to lose weight. It just means you're going to feel better about having the weight that you have. Man. Because you're going to be like, oh, well, I eat vegetables all the time. Listen, no, you're still a fat fuck. I'm sorry.
I don't believe in that whole fat shaming shit, because it's like, the harsh reality is like, yo, let me know the truth. Yeah. Because what that'll do is it'll inspire me to just go straight to the gym and do my thing. Also, I've been doing me, for instance, I've been eating better. I've been like, working my way to, because the process is tough, ever since I caught COVID, especially, like, my lungs don't breathe the same way. Like, it's tough. I get gassed out really fast, but I'm not going to just use that as an excuse. But what I'll use that as is just like more wood to just keep trying and shit. Exactly. And it's just like, that's what I believe Ari Spears was saying. Like, he says, yo, I love you, queen. You're the greatest. Keep doing your music. He doesn't listen to the music, but he was like, yo, keep doing your thing. He was positive about it. But he just said something a little bit, small, and then he added a joke that she looked like the shit emoji, which she doesn't, but it's just funny. It's just funny. But he got a lot of shit, and Lizzo responded, I believe it was the MTV Music Awards, and she was just like, oh, everybody's telling me to respond, but I'm not going to respond to you because I got an award, bitch. And then she walked off, and I'm like,
that is a response.
That's a response.
You dumb bitch.
You fucking
dumb
that's it.
bitch.
That's a fucking response, man.
I mean, I get you talking about like, that you don't really believe in the fat shaming and stuff. And I agree, because also too, people forget shame is underrated. It's a necessary thing. Okay? It really is. Like, I think shame is something that all people should have. You should never have too much of it.
Too much.
Shame is like, there's a giant emotional spectrum of all the things we feel. Happiness, happiness, joy, sadness, depression, shame, jealousy, whatever other, anger, all those things. But you have a right to feel all of them, and you should feel all of them at different times in your life and know that those are okay and those are normal. We should not be having no shame. Okay? Having no shame is how you end up being Aries Spears, talking shit about somebody else being fat when you look like Jabba the Hutt. Okay? That's how not having shame gets you.
Yeah, and then you'll have a whole world just full of like yes men.
Yes.
And you have a whole world full of like shitty people.
Everyone's okay. Everybody's
great. And the reality
like,
is,
no, we're not.
And you remember that movie with that guy? Oh, I forgot his name, but so he's the main character for The Office, the European version. He's a comedian also.
Ricky Gervais.
Yes. So remember that he had a movie where basically like he finally spoke the truth.
Yeah, The Invention of Lying.
Yeah, The Invention of Lying with
Jennifer Garner.
Whatever her name is. Anyway, but I don't know none of these people.
Yeah.
But
Lucy K.
As you can see. Yeah, he was in it. Yeah, perfect. So it was just like that. Like you saw how like everybody thought that shit was perfect, but then once like he told everyone the truth, it was just like, oh, it just reminds me of that. Like this is what like the whole shame culture is. Like, like these people that are trying to like do this shaming and that shaming because they want to cancel everybody, so everybody has to like walk to a direct line and
to
shit.
a line of delusion.
Thank you, a line of delusion, and it's just bullshit.
Like we're all so instead of people being real, we all have to be delusional in our own like echo chamber of shit. So it's like you're alt-right delusional, or you're far-left delusional, or you're fucking, fat-shaming delusional, or whatever, or a mixture of all of them. When it's, the fact of the matter is, like, sometimes you have to have self-respect and be like, I'm great as I am, and listen, we're all great as we are to a certain extent. Yeah. Because everybody has flaws sometimes that you got to look at and be like, yeah, I'm shitty at that thing. Yeah. And that's not great. You know what I mean? I'm bad at basketball, so maybe I shouldn't be forcing the basketball team to let me on just to make me feel better.
Or shouldn't be forcing myself to like this sport, because then you're gonna be. It's kind of like when they say
bringing everybody else down.
Yeah, but it's also when they say like you have a job, like if you consider it a job, then it's not really your career. But if it's your career and you consider it a career, that means you love it. It's kind of like that type of shit.
No,
so
I
you
know
can't live in like delusional lifestyle, man, because you're just walking blindfolded at this point.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta be a realistic person.
Yeah.
Also, too, like maybe if some of these politicians actually felt some fucking shame, we wouldn't be in the place that we are today. Okay, so all this love yourself shit. You know who loves themselves? Fucking psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like
murderers
loves themselves like unconditional. Like, you should love yourself. You should feel good about yourself. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I have no flaws. I'm amazing. That type of person is a.
But then the thing
psycho.
about it, these politicians don't even believe that shit. They're just doing it for the points.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Oh, I just want to get reelected because I want to have the same seat next year.
But that's because they love themselves, because they think they should be right there no matter what they do and get that money no matter who they are or how they act and shit like that. Weirdo. It's fucking awful. It's fucking awful, man. So yeah, have a little bit of shame. Just a little sprinkle.
A little bit of sprinkle, man.
A little sprinkle of shame.
Yeah, I'll take a couple fat jokes. I laugh at the fat jokes.
Right.
Me, I laugh at the short jokes. I joined the short jokes, the fat jokes, everything. I heard it all. Yeah, I heard it. I remember in high school, shout out to my boy Kels. But he used to like always come with the short jokes, talking about Papa Smurf this and blah blah that. And then like I was kind of like, it was annoying at first, but then it's like, watching 8 Mile and shit. That last like verse and shit.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
turn it on you.
Maybe I should joke on myself. So I started doing it. He was like, oh, Papa Smurf this, Tweety Bird that. And I'm like, how about this? How about that? And then he goes, yeah. And then he's like, yo, it's not funny when you do it, nigga. Like I was like, there you go. And then ever since that, it was done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was fire. Though.
Yeah,
but like you gotta enjoy the jokes. You gotta love
you gotta embrace who you are too. Like we're not all good at every single thing.
Yeah,
it's all right. You can be a fat piece of shit who's ugly as fuck. All right. And just be honest about it. You're not beautiful.
And just agree to disagree and just feel,
like it's fine. Like not everyone's beautiful. You're not beautiful. Biggie was ugly as shit.
Oh my god.
Disgusting looking. Even hearing his voice sometimes when he's not rapping is like hard to listen to.
Oh,
it's gross. It's disgusting. But he got so much pussy.
Yeah.
And not just because
of the name.
Because of the name, he's great at rap. It wasn't even just because of the money. Like people will talk about in documentaries. Yeah, they'll be like, bro, like when he walked into a room, you just felt this like swag, this vibe about him. Like even before he was rich, he was still getting girls and shit like that. That's real.
He was a hustler.
That's the thing. It's like from the shame you have comes adversity, and then you're supposed to fight through that adversity and build your personality strong enough that it doesn't really matter what your disadvantage is. People still fuck with you.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, no, my disadvantage isn't a disadvantage at all. You can't even say anything about it. Leave me alone.
I am beautiful and I'm accepted everywhere.
Bitch, you ugly as fuck.
No.
Bitch, you ugly. All right?
You're breathing too heavy. I can't hear the movie. In the movie theater, all you hear is, you just turn around and you're
Vader?
like, God
Is that
damn,
you?
man.
Bitch, don't make me roll you down these stairs.
Then you got to use the bathroom, and then it's like your whole seat goes forward. And you're like, God damn, man, like what the fuck?
You got to get one of those lift trucks.
Beep, 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 beep.
That's a fact, man. It's just
comes back with more snacks. God damn, you ain't finished the last box.
Like, how the fuck?
No.
Like, bitch.
Oh man, shout out to Shaman, man. Shout out to Shaman.
For real, man. So
man.
I don't know. Yeah, you got to shame.
Yeah,
you got to have a little bit of shame.
Yeah,
we all got to shame each other just a little bit. It's fine. It's fucking fine. But speaking of who doesn't have any shame either is Mr. fucking Ezra Miller.
Oh,
this fucking guy. I guess he's finally calmed down. Yeah, right? He's settled down. He's in hibernation right now.
Oh man. I think it's like, oh man, it's like
he apologized.
He apologized
slightly
and everything
one time, and they're like, "This is fine."
I seen a movie.
You
like
were
that.
addressed,
I'm trying to remember.
So none of what you did was illegal.
I'm trying to remember. It was just like, it was a movie that I saw, and then like the guy was like doing some crazy shit, like destroying mad stuff, and then like one character comes out of nowhere. He was like, "Hey, no!" And then the guy's like holding something. He's like, "Oh, this is bad." Like that's literally what Ezra Miller did. Like somebody actually like yelled at him and was just like, "Hey, stop it." He's like, maybe I am fucking.
Yeah,
up.
he's like, maybe I am a dick.
I'm gonna seek the attention.
Yeah, maybe I'm a piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit. I'm gonna seek help. Man, fuck that guy, man. And you know what's crazy?
But the worst part is, I feel like no one even said, "Hey, no." I feel like he's just like the Hulk, and then he just slowly powered down. It's like, oh, my bad, guys.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry,
like he woke up and he's like, dress on? Like,
what is this? What is this? Why is there an 18-year-old in my bed? It says she's known me for 6 years.
This lipstick? Like,
yeah, right.
Why does my ass hurt?
Did I break into someone's house even though I'm a millionaire? This is crazy.
It's like
I hit 2 women? What are they saying?
It took for him to get locked up because he got caught.
Yeah, he had
going into somebody's house just to steal booze.
Yes.
It took for him to basically snap out of it and
be like, okay, things need to stop.
But it's all bullshit because now he's scared. And probably like a cop came up to him and he was like, "Yo, man, this is what you did." Like came up to him with the whole shit, the whole spreadsheet. Like, "Yo, you did all of this shit and you're gonna go away for some big thing." Now he's probably gonna try to plead insanity or some shit. Yeah, some mental health issue type shit. That's what they do, man.
That's what happens when you have no shame. That's what happens when you have no shame.
You see? If you would have told him, "Yo, that's the name of this
episode, no shame."
No shame. Put some pants on. No shame. Put some pants on.
Buddy. Put some pants on. Is buddy gender neutral? I feel like that's
buddy should be.
It's very like when you're angry at a guy. Hey buddy. I've never called a woman buddy. Hey buddy, put some pants on.
Put some pants on.
You're the Flash.
They need to put pants on.
That's what I think is so hilarious too about all like the pronoun stuff, and it's
hilarious.
It's like literally like this dude's like destroying everything. You're like, they're crazy. I'm like, nigga,
they're
all right.
crazy. Nah, man.
I don't know about you guys, but he seems like, what did he do? He's been grooming a child. Yep. He's hit 2 women. He acts erratically. He drinks all the time. Sounds like a straight guy to me. Okay,
I'm saying.
Like, he's giving real hetero dude vibes. Okay,
sounds like a Budweiser talk to me.
Yeah.
this and this episode is brought to you by Budweiser.
Yeah,
he lives a life of like
he's living the life of like an angry stepdad.
Yeah,
and we're talking about they and this and come on. I think even so, it's like he might be one of those dudes. There are certain people who just I don't know. Fucking posture with that type of stuff. Not even trans stuff, but more just like trendy, new agey stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's more what he's doing.
That's what he's doing. And
I think it's not even like, it's not even really trans stuff. It's like,
but people who do that, it's just like certain individuals that want to be like accepted by certain groups. And but everybody accepts you because like you're a great actor. You're a pretty decent actor.
Oh yeah. You know? He's a cult leader too. He supposedly had like a compound with like, there were like children over there and shit, and some kid had like a bullet in his mouth, and like
you see, that sounds like some jail type.
And imagine
R. Kelly years type.
That's
of
what
vibes.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And what is happening? They're still pushing the Flash movie through. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if Michael B. Jordan did even one of these things, that nigga would be gone.
That ass.
That nigga would be gone.
That ass,
bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, shit. Even Ricky Martin. You know what I mean? Just like off that, which was gross.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not saying even if they did one of those things. I knew
he wasn't gonna get locked up though. I already knew he wasn't.
I know, but I'm just saying like all those things are just like if you face punishment for them, they're all justified.
Right.
For you to face punishment for. For some reason, this guy just has not faced any punishment for any of these things, and that's what's driving me nuts.
That's disgusting.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh wait, you can't say crazy now.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's another one.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
You got to watch out because that's
Yeah, I can kidnap a child. I can kidnap a child, put him through state lines, and smack a woman in Reykjavik, Iceland. But
you can't say crazy.
But I can't say crazy.
You can't say he's spazzing out.
Can't say crazy. And if I kidnap that child, I better let them decide what gender they are at age 4. I'm a
cyborg, mommy. All right,
perfect. All right, I got you. You know. When I've been, this is part of the responsibilities of me kidnapping you. I should have known.
I hate the people. I think they're called furries, right? The ones that they believe that they're animals or something.
Yeah.
Yo, I seen this crazy.
What about the Christian furries?
No, that I want to hear about that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was just like this white chick. She was like, "Hey, me and my friends are furries, and we respond to each other in 5 different meows." She's like, "And this is a happy meow." Meow. But then the funniest one is she was like, "But when we really want to get down and dirty, we go meow." And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I gotta find that video and hopefully we can put it in the episode, on the YouTube episode. But like,
so fucking
I kid you not, it was just so cringy, man.
It's like, how about you just say fuck me?
Dude, it's not even that, man. It's so much. It's psychotic.
I hate everybody in there. Everybody has to be in their own little weird little group now. It's like, can't you just be a regular, normal,
and guess what?
Person?
That's why you have to shame. That's like, that's the episode. Shame. That's why you got to shame. Fuck that.
Why you got to shame.
You're gonna have crazy people like that walking around in the streets and shit.
Man, no.
I want my kids to be normal. Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? They're at work and they're like about to fucking win some shit on like let's say stocks and everything. They're like, "Excuse me, John." Meow. That means I'm happy. We won. And it's like okay, this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah,
like you don't want to see that shit in life.
No, I'm good.
Nah, man, I'm good.
I'm good, bro. Like I'm not doing any of that shit. Yeah, because you're afraid of them meowing.
Yeah, meowing and like. Fucking
in their
taking his
Fortune
shit,
500 company,
taking his shit and like fucking cat litter in their office. Like, no, you don't do that.
Yeah, this isn't fucking BoJack Horseman, you stupid bitch. All right,
you
real people,
and I haven't seen that.
It's a great show.
I have to.
It's a great show. Well, you don't like white people shows. We talked about.
No, it's like
I don't know if you can definitively call it a white person show because they're all animals, but they are like there is like witty dialogue. But even that, if I say that there's witty dialogue and that constitutes a white person show, I almost feel like that's inherently racist. To say. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain a white person show.
No, my whole shit is just I hate quirky comedy.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
I think that's what I meant. So that's why it's like I don't like Friends. I'm sorry, I don't like Friends.
Yeah, Friends sucks. We all know.
Frasier was boring to me. I tried.
Frasier, okay.
Seinfeld probably had, out of like the 20 episodes I saw, they probably had like 5 that I actually
There's some good episodes. I had to warm up to Seinfeld, though. I had to warm
it's
up.
It's like I give you, like my boy, he watches it and he talks about it and stuff, but like shows that I watch, Martin, Fresh Prince, Family Matters, Comic View on BT at night. I used to watch all these like Moesha, those type of shows. I was so into it, but again, like I'm raised in Bed-Stuy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I live in a predominantly Black and Latino community,
of course,
and stuff.
Yeah.
Grew up. So then when I saw the white comedy,
you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to watch an episode of like a white guy in a nice apartment, doing 10 minutes about salt packets.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, at a diner. Like, why do they look like that?
And they're so small. Yeah, and I need more. And it's just dumb to me. And I was just like, I kind of guess I get it. But, like Full House was cool.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Full House was cool. You hated it?
I hated Full House.
I loved it because it's kind of like they had like the like what
Boy Meets World was
does. Like Boy Meets World was dope.
I fucked with Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World was dope
because they was out there. They're all out there getting their dick wet. I'm like, I respect.
Yeah.
But you said you liked the episode when Sean got caught drinking. I think that's another reason why shows like Boy Meets World were good, or even why you liked Full House. Because they had people with actual problems in them. Full House is like the mom's fucking dead, right? This guy has to bring in, 2 of his fucking buddies to hang out and raise these goddamn children. It's a happy show, but it's a very sad premise. You got Sean, his dad's a fucking alcoholic or whatever. He doesn't know where his mom is. They bail on him halfway through. His
dad dies,
it's all this real shit.
But I mean, we did also say The Office. We agreed. Well, I did agree that The Office was actually a great show. Also.
The Office is hilarious, though.
No, but The Office is like a diverse show to me.
Yeah,
it's real diverse.
It is. It's a mixture.
So it's dope, but it's just like
I know what you mean. Yeah,
I don't know. I was never into that type of shit, man. It's just like, again, going back to Friends, it's just so fucking boring to me.
Yeah, no, I had to. It took a while for that type of stuff to win me over. Like Seinfeld, I just started liking like this year. Like during the pandemic and everything, I started watching it because it's now on Netflix, and I'm like, all right, I see, I get it. I'm like starting to understand it and shit like that. I just thought it was so funny how we were talking about it in the kitchen, and you were like, I think I'm ready to check out It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm like,
I love Danny DeVito. That's why I'm mainly gonna check it out for him.
It's Always Sunny is hilarious, and it's not like it's not. It is a sitcom, but it's not like in all the other ones, like Friends, and it's not even remotely close. Like it's just a shit show of hilarious jokes. Yeah. It's something you would love. It's like it's fucking dirty. It's raunchy.
Like
everything's stupid. It's what I mean. It's crazy. People do drugs. It's like it's a great. I wouldn't. That's so funny. It's like that's a great discussion. What constitutes a white sitcom? Because It's Always Sunny, it's nothing but white people, but I wouldn't call it like a white sitcom.
It's just solid that make comedy.
Sense?
Yeah.
It's just like sitcom. That makes sense. Because it's not like this perfect, perky, shit. That's almost what I envision like a white sitcom is. Like,
that quirky shit.
That quirky, like I was simple rules. You're dating my teenage daughter.
There you go.
That movie, that show is actually pretty good, but it's in that zone of that. You see? It's like It's Always Sunny is just this weird monster.
Because my cousin always spoke about it, and I'm like, I think that's
hysterical.
But
they find a baby in a dumpster, and they raise it, and they call it Dumpster Baby.
You see, that's actually funny.
That's hilarious.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, that's not Full House.
That's funny, man.
You know what I mean?
Not I was just. That's what we spoke about. I mean, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Yeah. I'll probably give Seinfeld a chance.
And also, why can't Ezra Miller be on like one of these like crazy shitty shows?
Because then he'll make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like if Ezra Miller was on It's Always Sunny, I'm like, all right, perfect.
They were like, he just got too deep into his character. That's why he's like this.
Exactly.
Yes, we accept him as a Flash.
Now we can deal with it.
I don't even know Ezra Miller aside from like the Flash movies.
He's in a couple movies. He was in some Harry Potter movies.
That's why I don't watch Harry Potter either.
I don't watch Harry Potter too. And then he was in this movie with Emma Watson from Harry Potter. called Perks of a Wallflower. That was like an indie movie. Really, really good movie. Paul Rudd
sounds gay, too. But okay.
It is kind of gay. He played no, literally.
Okay.
He plays like a gay character. It's like these kids in high school and shit. He plays a gay character. Like, you know how there's always that like one openly gay kid in high school? He's like that kid.
Gotcha.
And then he's like in a relationship with this like jock kid whose like father's like abusive and shit like that and everything. He's not even the main character. He's just like a side character.
Okay.
But yeah, that's also why him doing all this is such a surprising thing, because he's such like an industry darling in that way. Of like, he was in that type of movie. Like,
right.
Dudes that are in that type of movie who do those types of things are like super, you know, he should be like calling someone out for like, you know, for misconduct. Not being the one causing the misconduct. You know, so it's a weird, strange thing. That's what goes to show you, man. You know, everything's fucked. Yeah. Everything's fucked. Let's go on to some other shit, man.
That was actually a great conversation.
Yeah. We're in this happy morbid.
Hell yeah.
It's like a mixture of morbidity and like.
That's why I'm glad that we came back, man.
I know.
It's just like I had a lot of shit to say. I
did too. I know.
You already know my personal shit.
I know.
But yeah, so it's just like, you know, like.
Gotta get it off your chest. You just gotta sit down
and you just gotta chop it up with the fellas.
Like, you do.
This is our shit, man.
And we're just, sitting here recording it for you guys. We're like, because we were going to have a talk, and we were like, we might as well just put on the camera anyway.
Exactly.
And just see where it goes.
Just go through.
You know, and just say, fuck it.
But, let's talk about Diddy, man.
Yeah.
So Diddy is saying that R&B is dead. Now, his reasons behind it was basically like, you know, the funniest reason that I got out of it. He was like, yeah, man. Niggas now don't make music that make a nigga's dick hard and a bitch's pussy wet. That shit don't exist anymore. But he did say something. He did say something that like he was just like, there's like, in a sense, like there's no soul into this shit anymore. You know, into R&B, because nowadays all you see, like, these R&B artists just talk about the same shit. Like, I got my rollie this, I'm about to take this bitch out, about to fucking go to the next friend and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
But then it's just not like it does exist, but the thing about it is, like, for me, is that like the radio is the cause of people thinking that. True. Because if people listen to radio always, and like, you see me, I like to stream artists that I don't know about.
No,
I listen to certain podcasts, like Rory and Maul really talk about, like, you know, I never knew about Snow Allegra until they spoke about her. I never knew about Tank until they spoke about her. You know, other artists like that. And that's the reason why, because if you turn on the radio, all you're going to listen to is the same fucking Drake song, the same fucking, Tank
Cardi
song,
B
like Cardi B. And it's just like, you know, the music out there exists, but it's just like nobody's really like promoting that type of shit.
It's totally there.
The representation, there's no representation for the artists that are still like, that are actually doing it, even the new upcoming ones.
I don't know. I think that's the thing, is like, I think a lot of that shit is totally there. I just also think he might have to change what his perception of R&B even is. Because that's the thing, like, he came up in the 90s. He grew up off the oldies, sure, but he came up in the 90s, where it's like, it had a very, very specific sound and all this type of shit. I mean, nowadays, it's like, I mean, what is R&B? Is it actually rhythm and blues? Is it about singing about your girl who left you? Or is it just black pop? You know what I mean? And then it's like, and so much of it has such a larger different spectrum, right? It's like, all right, like, you listen to Steve Lacy. Is that R&B? Because I kind of think it is. He's playing with his guitar, sure. You know what I mean? And it's not like, it doesn't sound like Old Destiny's Child or something like that. Yeah. But he's pouring his heart out. What is Leon Bridges? That's is he R&B. Old? He is like, that's R&B. He is core real roots R&B from like the 50s.
Giveon.
You know what I mean?
The new ones now. That's what I'm
like,
saying.
what is like, Daniel Caesar? Like, Daniel Caesar is like hardcore R&B. Well, like, even Khalid, like, he's pretty much like solid like R&B. So for him to say it, like, he's just saying like R&B, he's only talking about Chris Brown.
That's what
he's saying in his mind. That's
why I'm saying that.
He's calling Chris Brown and Trey Songz R&B and everything else just like whatever it is.
I mean, but you know why he's doing this also, because he's coming out with an R&B thing right now, album. And the thing about it is that the song that he has out now, it's more like poppy. It's not even like R&B.
A lot of R&B really is just black pop. It's black pop music. But the way they separate it so that white people get more accolades and more time for pop music and get put on more stations and shit is they call it R&B.
I'm gonna fuck you up now. Listen to this. I think that the R&B that was considered before is what people are calling now what is neo soul.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So basically, like, they transitioned that name. They just changed the name.
Yes.
And what they're trying to do is change the whole name of R&B into some pop shit. No. If anything, let's take R&B as like the tree, just like we take rap, right? Mm-hmm. So then, in rap, you got mumble rap, you got luxury rap, you got gangster rap. So let's take R&B and let's put it like we said, pop R&B, neo soul R&B, you know, stuff like that. So then R&B isn't
like
dead.
Funk R&B.
Yeah, funk R&B. But the thing about it, it is dead in the sense that it's not, the good R&B isn't playing on the radio. And that's not even necessarily the artist's fault.
Yeah.
It's radio, media, period. Because they believe that we want to listen to the same fucking song that we heard for 3 years in a row at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then again at fucking 8 o'clock, and again at 8:10, and it's just like,
but then
no, change it up.
But then you also know too, like, you know, that's the thing, like, as someone who's watched a bunch of fucking documentaries about musicians and the histories of this and that and the third and whatever, right, blah blah blah, you'll realize is that people have always thought whatever genre of music was dead. You know what I mean? You know, if you went, if you were talking about rock and roll in like the 1940s and fucking 50s or whatever, right? When like Elvis was around, right? And then you talk to like a fucking black man in the South about rock and roll, you're like, rock and roll is dead. Yeah. They fucking, you know, you have this fucking white boy from fucking Memphis out there shaking his hips, stealing fucking lines, right? Yeah. This shit is dead. All they want to do is play him on the radio. They won't play any goddamn Howlin' Wolf. They won't play any this. They won't play any that. This is on damn bullshit. I'm out of here. It's dead. Every single time it's dead. I'm not saying that what you're saying is less valid, because I do think it's more valid now because of algorithms and stuff. Right. And simply that people have pulled their emotions and love away from art now, and it's just basically like, how much content can you produce and how much shit can you just push out all the time. And that's what fucks it up. But like, you have to realize, just take that, I'm just saying, just, you know, take that with a grain of salt, that whole thing of like, it's dead and at this time it was better. It's like, I feel like you could take a time machine to any time in history and go back and ask somebody what they think about whatever this shit is, and the older people will say it's dead and the younger people will say it's more alive than it's ever been. You know? Yeah,
I mean, and again, going back to like what, I mean, it's kind of like an era thing. Like our era, like we consider R&B to be a specific sound.
It's a very specific sound. It's Aaliyah.
Specific word. Yeah, Aaliyah.
R&B is Aaliyah to
like
us.
Genuine, Tyrese, Joe.
Yeah. But in reality, Neo. R&B like started off so much larger than that.
Way before.
Way larger. Like,
you know, you're speaking about Marvin Gaye, and you know, like we said that Marvin Gaye, you know, he spoke about like making love to a woman, but he spoke about real shit.
Yeah, he spoke about revolution and shit.
I think that's more like blues. You know, blues type of music, jazzy blues. R&B-ish, but you see, that goes back to what I said with the tree. R&B is the tree, and it's just like these guys. I mean,
R&B also too. It's like R&B isn't strictly about fucking. It's called rhythm and blues.
Yes,
blues is a big thing in it. It's like you can talk about anything you want to.
What I think that Diddy was trying to say is just that he's tired of hearing the same lyrics.
No, I agree.
That's all he's trying to say.
I'm not. I think
he just worded it wrong, because he is saying.
Well,
and that's something that I always said. Yeah, but it's something that I've always said, because even when it comes to like, I don't like listening to like the rap nowadays that you hear, because everybody's trying to sound like I forgot this cat, the one that they killed,
King Von.
Yeah, everybody's trying to sound like King Von, and everybody's just saying the same fucking shit. I saw this dude, I shot him in the head, and you got these young cats rapping about that. This is like,
oh yeah, and then they actually go out and emulate it and try to really do it.
But then it's just like, you know, what makes me still like, you know.
You saw the homie who looked like Timothy Chalamet out there. There's a new white rapper. He's from New York.
Wait,
he's like a New York drill rapper who, I swear to God,
was he from New York? I thought he was from London.
Bro, that nigga from New York, bro. He's from New York. Yo, there's reels of him coming out of high school with his school uniform and the khakis on, getting picked up by some hood nigga. Like, for real, bro. He's just some rich kid from New York, and they keep calling him Tom Holland. I'm like, this nigga does not look like Tom Holland.
Something about somebody
He looks
else.
like Timothy Chalamet, bro. Like an uglier version of him. Definitely. And he's like, you know, and he's just like straight, just 6'9"ing it up. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Just like with that fucking like he tries to make his voice all gravelly.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. There's no authenticity, man.
Yeah, it's fucking so lame, bro.
All y'all rappers nowadays, man.
He's the next Slim Jesus.
It's funny. I heard this London drill rapper. Oh my gosh, he just came out like
Kano,
2 weeks ago. I don't know if that's his name, but he was like the best fucking first line in a drill song. He said, "How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay," and I'm like, "Yo!" And just because of that, like he just went off. He started popping off. He's like half Guyanese, half like white or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
And yo, you gotta see that. That is the funniest. I thought that's what he was saying. My bitch is gay. That was hilarious. Bars, man.
That's funny.
Nah, but he went off after that too. He went off.
That's funny. No, it's not this dude, and he's not talented. He's just like that's there. You know what I mean?
Then again,
but he's someone who will blow up. Like you obviously, because I started looking at his profile. Number one, he has like a couple 100,000 followers. Mm-hmm. Number two, you look at each one of these things, and it's like there's like a nice ass studio. So he's a rich kid. He's a rich kid, just around a bunch of like hood dudes that he met through the rap scene or some shit. That probably
won his money.
And that won his money. It's the 6ix9ine Part 2.
Shit, yeah.
It's so funny is all the comments, because No Jumper is posting this dude all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're on the dick of like any fucking SoundCloud rapper.
I gotta see this.
So they're pumping him up, bro, and they're like putting him on and shit like that, right? And then in the comments, it just says, "Bro, he's about to snitch on everybody." He's like, "That nigga gonna snitch." Everyone is, "That nigga gonna snitch. That nigga gonna snitch. Y'all get in trouble? That nigga gonna snitch. Rest easy, brother. That nigga gonna snitch."
Is it this dude?
Get out while you can, brother. No.
That's another white guy.
Yeah, that's another white guy that's trying to do drill rap.
I'll figure it out later.
It says Tom Holland. Yeah, it's like
5, 4, 3.
Yeah. You'll see it. No, it's all right. No. Go through it. I can, Yeah. Hold on.
This is gonna be cut short in this.
Yeah, I'll cut it. It's fine. I don't give a shit. Yeah, see, Tom Holland releases debut New York drill song.
That's it.
That nigga, just fucking. All right, now we're gonna have to redo it. Well, yeah, but for the clip. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, you see, it says Tom Holland has released his debut New York drill song. Yeah. See, he doesn't look like Tom Holland. He looks like Timothy Chalamet.
Oh!
He doesn't look like Tom Holland.
This is just. I remember this kid. All right, let me tell you something funny about.
Shame. Can we just say something, dude? Shame on all you fucking young black men trying to like make money off this dude. You know, you could just work at UPS, right? I'm just saying. You get like a job with like good benefits. Like you don't have to find like some like white guy who wants to be hard who isn't hard.
Just make a TikTok dance and you just
make a TikTok dance. Start your own YouTube channel like us.
Yo.
Try to get it from the ground up. Monetize yourself. I don't know why you think this nigga's gonna help you out in any way. He's only gonna put you in jail.
Definitely.
You're just gonna do stuff on his
Tyler
behalf.
Gets caught for having like you're gonna leave like a brick of cocaine or some shit in there. Tyler gets caught. This kid wasn't me, man.
It
was Guadalupe and Darnell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? And that's the whole part too. That's so funny too. Is like a lot of people act like, oh, yeah, so much is just like hard ass hood niggas with this. It's like no, they're soft too. You got to be soft if that's the way you want. I feel like in a majority of the way, at least a good amount of you have to be soft. If that's how you're going to be making your money. That way, a real nigga would either be fucking like selling drugs, doing something bigger than that, not finding some long shot of a guy to like deal with. It's like you're all posers fucking too.
It's stupid,
you know?
Man. Like, I remember back in the days.
Not saying you won't shoot somebody.
Because that's all they could do. Nobody know how to knuckle it up anymore.
Nobody know how to knuckle it up.
Nobody know how to knuckle it up.
But you're a poser too.
Yeah, man.
You're a poser.
It's so funny like listening to that kid. I remember like. So I got a friend. I'm not gonna mention his name. He know who he is. So this is my boy. Like literally, right? Like I love him. I love him.
Warrant's gonna be taken out for his arrest.
Nah. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a video of him before and a video of him like what he used to do. Because I found it so hilarious. So then this is when like I discovered him on TikTok. I didn't even like find him. It was my shorty that found him. And it's just like, my boy, he's just like, yo, man, hey, what's up, man? You chilling? You good? Yeah, man, that's cool. Hey, I love you, bro. That's how he talks. Light, warm-hearted, lovable dude. Next thing you know, this is during like when Pop Smoke was still alive. This cat would just be like, yo, what's up, Krat? Yeah, I just finished college, Krat. Yeah, you already know, son. We out here. And then he says some shit like, yeah, man, it's hard living in Brooklyn, Krat. Yeah, you already know, some shit like that. And then I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm going through all his videos, and then he's like with a do-rag and all this other shit. Mind you, he never wore do-rag. Guy has beautiful hair. Beautiful locks, like beautiful fucking hair. And then he goes, and then like I seen some videos and shit, and then he was just like, he's just talking all weird. And then I go on TikTok and I comment, I'm like, yo, why are you talking like this?
Yeah.
Why are you changing your voice? Laugh my ass off. He immediately private messaged me and deleted my comment. And then he was like, ha, bro, I'm just stunting on this shit. Because he had like hundreds of thousands of views. And I'm like, yo, that's mad fake, dog. Like, you know what I mean? But I left it like that. But yo, he
you exposed this nigga.
I was like, yo, what's good? It's your boy Manny. Like, yo, question, why you talking like this? Like, why you changing your voice?
Tell me you hit him with tell me you hit him with the government name.
Yo,
Yeah, some like
Joe.
It's like Clarence or Aloysius.
No, it's I don't know. He probably had a nickname like
Nicholas. What are you talking about?
Saucy P or some shit.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, your name is Peter. Yeah, I've seen that shit. You see, that's all that shit reminds me of. It's just like,
bro, it's
these
all
cats, man, just be
posturing.
authentic, man.
Posturing, nigga. Somebody take
shit.
your chain today. Nigga, run up on you. Stop playing these games, dog. Stop playing these games, dog.
But anyway, back off of that shit. But going back to finish off with Diddy, I understand what he's saying. Like, I like listening to R&B. The R&B that just makes you feel good. That makes you fall in love. But again, it's a tree. And it's branching out, so Diddy should just chose his words. But
I do get what Diddy's talking about. I mean, you need that certain type of R&B that will do that will get the vibes going, And you know who I would turn that R&B on for?
Oof.
Is this new woman? I don't know if you guys saw on some of the different
while you talk, I'm gonna give some music in the background.
Oh yeah. This new lady, a curvaceous art teacher who parents were saying should actually be fired for how bomb that ass was. I was waiting. I was like, is he gonna keep doing this? I was like, I'll go into it. I'll get it.
He's about to take off his shirt. Y'all saw that, right? He was like, no.
We here on WBLS Kiss FM.
WBLS Kiss FM?
Yeah, nigga.
You just combined two stations.
Nigga, that's the same shit.
WBLS isn't Kiss FM.
Kiss FM and WBLS is the same, nigga.
Papi, it's not. 107.5 WBLS is one station.
It's this nigga.
No, 103.5 is Kiss FM.
You stupid.
How would you want to bet? I swear to God right now.
Yo, pull it out. Pull the phone out. Pull the phone out.
Here we go.
Fuck
Here
it.
we go.
Fuck it. We going for it.
All right.
Don't destroy my childhood like this.
Pornhub.
He said,
all right.
WBLS.
BLS. New York.
Yeah.
Right?
It wasn't Kiss FM the same shit though. And then
7.5.
Okay, yeah.
Then Kiss FM. hold on, people. Sorry, I gotta prove this guy wrong. Kiss, FM.
This nigga's lying, bro. See?
There you go, whatever.
See, that's the problem. Spanish people, they want to be all colorist. They don't think black people know nothing. You know what I mean? Now they're trying to show me, trying to Google me, talking about Kiss FM. Nigga, I know my R&B.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's see.
KF.
Nigga, Kiss FM? I'm telling you. Oh, fuck. You're right.
There you go. Oh, the black people know how to talk about this, and that. Like, shut up. Shame on you.
It's just hard being out here. Grat.
You already know.
You already know, nigga. You already know, nigga. Grat.
Oh, man. Yo, shout out to you, bro. I'm fucking with you, but you sounded stupid, man. I get you that. But I get it, I guess. I don't know. Y'all young cats is on some weird type of vibe.
They just say random
and it's just
bites.
like, oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Huh?
But all right. So stay on topic because
We got to make a show.
I know we've been rambling, but if you guys haven't heard, there is a kindergarten teacher, or even preschool. I think it might actually be
preschool.
Yeah. She's like a young teacher. It's not like these. Yeah,
all I read was art, but preschool?
Yeah, she's like a preschool or kindergarten art teacher whose body is just wild, crazy, like to the point where it's like Jesus Christ, like it looks fake, but you can just tell it's not
real.
You can tell it's very, very real.
She's. I could tell she's Dominican.
Oh yeah, she's so.
You should have heard her
sexy,
when they interviewed her. What do you think about them firing? I'm just saying that at first I was like, wow, that was funny. But then now it's not funny. It's like,
hey, man.
All right, Queen, you must be from the Bronx. Like,
yeah.
But it's like, it's cool because, I teach arts and craft, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
so I knew she was like from the BX.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Dominican chick.
That's so fucking
shout out to my people.
Bro, she's so fucking bad.
Yeah, man.
And basically, yeah, like the parents, and let's be honest, the wives, decided to tell the school board that they thought she should be fired.
They're probably jealous
because they thought her curvaceous body was too much of a distraction, to the children. To the children. Please. It's too much. It's like, really, you just mad that your husband's going in for 6 PTA meetings in the last week. That boy checking up on everyone. You want to see what your daughter's like in math. You want to see what she like in English, nap time. Yo,
I just imagine. Like I imagine one of like the mothers was just like pissed off because like she went into like her daughter's like her son's backpack, took out an arts and craft that says draw your teacher, and it was like a macaroni ass like that big on the page.
Yeah.
And then like, you know what I mean? It was that big. She's like, who's that? Oh, that's my teacher. What's this in the front? Oh, that's the backside, mommy. And it took up like 2 pages. Like the kid glued 2 pages together to put extra macaroni for the booty.
Hey,
that's what it was.
That's it. And that's her teaching those children attention to detail.
Exactly.
And people need to think about that shit.
Hey, man.
No body shaming.
No body shaming.
Shame no body shaming. Even if her body is banging as fuck.
That's it.
Don't you shame it. Don't you shame it now. Listen.
No.
And that's the thing. Again, with the no shaming thing, is like a lot of women have wanted their husbands to be better, more attentive fathers. Now you're getting it.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for.
You wanted the father to take the kid to school. Now he wakes up extra early.
And then getting there
makes
early.
2 cups of coffee just in case he drinks the first one too quick. He needs a second one.
Exactly.
That's all he's doing. Exactly. He's just taking a second cup with him. And then he drops the kid off, stays there probably an extra hour just to make sure his child is doing his thing.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure
the kid is acclimated correctly to the classroom.
He'd probably stay the whole day just to teach the kid, how to eat lunch.
Yeah. Maybe he sleeps on the teacher's titties. But he had a long day.
That's it.
He had a long day taking care of the kids. It's tough.
Maybe he needs to learn how to do art. Maybe he's trying to discover his artistic side.
Maybe he has a couple learning disabilities he needs help with.
We might have the next Picasso.
That's what I'm saying.
So why are you taking that away from him?
You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm just so happy
pretty bitchy.
Really fucked up, man. And it's like women need to be supporting each other, and it's just so sad when you see, dudes being the feminists that women should be.
Exactly. Shame on you. Shame on you.
These are women getting rid of the job of another woman to make themselves feel better based off of a patriarchal appearance of what women should look like. Exactly. They feel bad. They're insecure about that. Exactly. That's not her fault.
You just want us born to be the way androids and shit?
That's what I'm saying. And leave it to men in the comments to be like, no, ladies, you're wrong. This woman deserves to be here. Yeah. She should be able to wear whatever she wants in that classroom. Damn right. That's how I feel. And that's how these men out here feel.
That's it.
Leave it to men to do feminism right.
You see,
you ladies can learn a thing or two. All right? Maybe you sit down and listen for a second. All right? And we'll tell you how to get your own independence. All right?
You want her to have blonde hair and blue eyes?
Yeah, all right.
Flat back, flat front? No. We're all different.
That's what I'm saying.
This is culture. We're culture.
She has some black girl magic.
That's it.
She has a couple sets of black girl magic that everybody wants to see, and there's nothing wrong with it.
That's
it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And if you feel anything wrong, shame on you.
That's it.
Shame on you.
I think that was great.
Thank you.
Shame on you.
Right.
Good job, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Nice ass though. But going on.
That shit was fire.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was fire.
All right, now let's get dog and dirty. God damn. Like she has some daddies on her. God damn.
Grat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh? Like, okay.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's one of those asses that it's like,
it was unreal.
It's unreal how real it was. It's like I've seen a million women with fake asses try to get the ass she just has.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Can I say something?
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So now remember it? It's crazy because when I was like in elementary school and shit, I remember like, all my teachers, they was, fairly older and stuff like that. But then there was a daughter of a English teacher that started like, well, she was an assistant. Yeah, she was an assistant teacher. She started working at the school. So she became a teacher completely. And I kid you not, every kid was like just lusting over this lady. But mind you, we were like sixth graders and shit.
Yeah. But still,
I remember Miss Arnold. Ooh, wait. No, it was Miss Robinson. That's what it was.
That's when the hormones start, though.
I mean, but what? You can't blame it.
No.
Like, what are you gonna do?
And that's what I was also saying. I'm like, you know what? In the beginning, like, with the whole art teacher shit, I'm like, if this was middle school, high school, I could actually understand. It's like you might actually have a certain case. I'm not gonna front on you.
What?
That's fucked up, and you wouldn't be able to do it because legally, that's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
But technically, I could see where they would be coming from. But these are like small children, bro. They're not thinking in that way. But yeah, my whole thing about all that stuff is like, yeah, if it was middle school, high school, it'd be wrong. They wouldn't be able to do anything, but they'd still kind of have a point because you can kind of see it's like, bro, I mean, her body's like anime character.
It is.
Like, nigga. Like, come on. Like, bro, like that shit can go up to like the Supreme Court. Because her body is so specifically crazy.
It is.
Like, she's not no regular person, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, so I think that's one thing where it's like, if it was in high school, number one, the boys, they would be an issue. You know what I mean? And then the girls, honestly, might start feeling terrible about themselves just by looking at her body.
But then this is the thing about it.
Even if they are good looking.
This is why I say it's fucked up, because just two things. Like, again, like this culture that we have, everybody's like being more fit. Everybody's trying to like fix their physique. You have a lot of these people who are men, men and women who are actually like going to the gym trying to like fix themselves up, who are trying to become teachers, because it goes the same thing like with men. Like, I remember in high school, there were like this good, a good looking teacher was there and shit like that, an assistant teacher, even in junior high school, and all the women were behind this dude.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Mind you,
there's some good looking guys too.
All right, the guy did end up sleeping.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
She was graduating already. She was a senior, but he ended up. Yeah, but he was a young cat too. The
dude's gonna clap the cheeks of the teachers and clap the cheeks of one or two of the students, and you know what I mean. And then her, she's an art teacher, so. She's a fucking airhead. I mean, let's be honest. Like, anyone is in the arts is a fucking idiot, and we run by our feelings, okay? You know what I mean?
We're contradicting ourselves now, though, because you say in the beginning we said we should shame if somebody's fat. Now we shouldn't shame. God damn!
It's because she's sexy as fuck.
Yeah, this is the False Prophets podcast, baby. This is the fucking content you get. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, nigga, we don't have to make sense.
Shit, yo, we ended it right here. That's it.
Follow us.
We ended it right here. We did good, baby.
Yeah,
we did good.
We're ending it right here. Let's just
shame or not to shame. That is the question. That's the fucking title.
That's the title.
That's the title.
We ended it right here. And if you haven't learned anything, just take this. If you got big titties and a banging ass body, no shaming for you. You fat as hell. Plenty of shaming. All right.
That's right.
It is what it is.
Matty Perez, False Prophets podcast, baby.
Peace.